Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi, and this is going to be a little bit of a sort of mini fix video on my Generations 1 Transformers Ratbat. Now this is a figure that I've had in my collection for absolutely years and years. I do really like the cassettes that you got sort of from Transformers, and I remember picking these up just thinking they were sort of fantastic. But Ratbat is one of those ones that he tends to have a little bit of a problem. He's got these incredibly tiny little ears. You can see here I've just got one ear. The other one's fallen off, and you quite often see these Ratbats with those bits missing. And recently I was contacted by Michael Caparello to say that he'd 3D printed a few ears and would I like some. And it reminded me that my Ratbat was missing an ear, so he's very kindly sent me some of his 3D replacements, which have arrived here. So you can see these are they are incredibly small little things, so I thought it'd be fun just to try and fit one of these in. I think there may be other people who make replacements of these, but as Michael very kindly offered to send them over, I thought it'd be a fun little job to do. Now, as I say, this is my Ratbat, which I've had for a very long time. You can see it's not even got the correct sort of colour weapons on it. I think there were two versions of the weapons. I've got one in gold and one in silver. It's quite a fiddly little figure. If we just take off his weapons, to transform him, he's got so many tiny little pieces. We have to rotate his little head down like that. We can then, I think, fold these wings in, and those ears then clip over into the wings, and I think that's the reason why they get snapped off, because they are sort of clipped in place and it's very easy to break them. We then fold these bits of wings up. There's another little bit that folds in there. We fold his feet in. It's just a very fiddly little figure. It's an incredible sort of piece of engineering, because once it's all done, you end up with a nice cassette like that. Now, to get this ear on, I think really we should try and take it apart, but I want to avoid doing that. You can see there's a screw just about visible at the bottom there. There's another screw under this sticker here, so if we took those two off, that would mean the body would come apart, but it would also mean that we were going to damage that sticker. So I'm hoping I can just squeeze that little ear sort of through under this bit of plastic with a bit of gentle sort of persuasion. We might be able to get that in without taking the rest of the Ratbat apart. So let's just have a go. So here are the ears that Michael sent. I've got a knife here just to carefully cut them out. He's just stuck them onto a bit of card so that they don't get damaged in transit. I'm just going to cut around those. Now, Ratbat obviously has two ears. I'm only missing one of them, so I'm going to take one of these out. Michael said these are 3D printed and then painted to match the colour. So let's take those out. Oh right, I think these are for display, it looks like, because he's got two stuck together so they will stick upright. So that's one. He said there was two versions. This is the display version, so you can see they're two joined together. I think that's actually quite a good idea, because Ratbat's ears are a little bit on the floppy side. They tend to sort of droop down, so if you had those in, they would stay nicely sort of positioned. But then underneath, I can see we have two separate versions. That's the ones that I'm going to use. I'm going to take one of those off this bit of sticky tape. There you can see that is a very tiny little ear, but he says these are 3D printed. That's a remarkably good quality for a bit of 3D printing. I think we may be in luck. There's actually quite a bit of give on this bit of plastic on the back. You can see if I just sort of put my tweezers in there and twist a bit, it bends quite nicely. So let's get this ear, and we can see if I can push that in place and then sort of twist this with my tweezers. Let's see if we can drop that in. Oops, I think that's gone in quite... Yep, that has actually gone in place. So there we go. It's about as loose and floppy as the original Ratbat ear. You can see here, if I just push those into position, that is how his ears should look. They are so tiny. That's actually not bad. The shape of it is a very good match. I think the paint is slightly mismatching the colour of my Ratbat. I think that's my Ratbat is actually quite sun faded and sun damaged, so it could be that that is a good match to an original ear, but mine, as you can see, is a little bit on the faded side. But actually the shape and position of that looks very nice. I'm very pleased with that. Might give that a little bit of a coat of paint just to make it match my slightly faded Ratbat in future. But for now, he looks very presentable. Now he's got both his ears on. And here is Ratbat with both ears in place. As you can see, he looks a whole lot better. Michael now has an Instagram account where he will be selling these and also showing some other G.I. Joe bits and replacement parts that he does. So I'll put a link in the description so you can go and check those out. If you've enjoyed this video, then hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow toy-polloi on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.